Well, greetings once again, horror fanatics. Your host is back. It's been a couple of weeks, I know, and I do apologize, but sometimes life catches up to you. You gotta take a break. However, I have some pretty big plans for the coming week. It is Shark Week after all, and you'll be seeing quite a bit from me in the days to come. This video is simply for my monthly horror pack unboxing. My subscription is good through the end of the year, so I may have to think whether I'm going to renew or not. If anyone wants to suggest perhaps another subscription service I could give a try to, I'm certainly all ears. So why don't we just see what Horror Pack has for us this month. They've been pretty good, pretty spot on, with some very interesting choices. Our usual white baggie. First up we have Dead Rising Endgame. Would that imply that there was a Dead Rising start game, like old school Nintendo? After narrowly escaping a zombie quarantine, Chase, Jesse Metcalf, can't shake the guilt of having left a trusted colleague behind. Now, as he heads back into the quarantine to expose the architects of the outbreak, not a bad twist in the usual zombie apocalypse, he will uncover a secret more evil than he could have imagined. With mass annihilation looming, Chase, along with a group of dubious allies, Jesus Christ, this is a long description, slices, hacks, and bludgeons his way through the zombie hordes that plague the abandoned city. Our heroes will have to confront their most gruesome nightmares in order to save millions of innocent lives. If it's a zombie apocalypse, there's millions of people already dead. Why even bother? Including their own, also stars Dennis Haysbert, Billy Zane, oh, he's always good, Marie Avgeropoulos, and Keegan Connor Tracy. So, sounds like a fairly generic zombie apocalypse movie, although some of the weapons on the cover do look kind of cool. Oh ho ho ho, now we're talking quality. We have Attack of the Giant Leeches and Piranha, both of which I've already seen, but I certainly do like them. They're classics. So, for Attack of the Giant Leeches, in a small swampland town, people are mysteriously disappearing. What a shock. Rumor has it there's a new breed of swamp leeches that have grown to immense proportions, and when bodies are found drained of blood and covered in giant sucker wounds, it seems that the gossip is true. Despite the evidence, the police refuse to listen, but when the bodies begin to pile up, the game warden, Ken Clark, gets involved. On the hunt for proof of the giant beast's existence, the game warden discovers the leech's lair. Another long description, geez. Horrified, he immediately laces the den with enough They're giving the whole goddamn plot away on the back. Why even bother putting the disc in there? And for Piranha, a wildlife photographer, Terry, Anna Capri, and her brother Jim, Peter Brown, travel to the dense and mysterious Amazon jungle and find themselves in a fearful adventure when they become a madman's prey. Carabay, William Smith, no, not Fresh Prince, is a malicious marksman who takes pleasure in the hunt. Having captured the terrified couple, Carabay lets them loose in the rainforest like fair game, giving them a chance to live. Seriously, why give away the whole plot on the frickin' cover like that? You're ruining it. Oh, wonderful. Night of the Living Dead, the 1990 remake, and actually we just recently discussed this on the House That Screams podcast. Please feel free to check them out. It was a lot of fun. I'll be honest, I do prefer the original just because it's immortal, it's classic, but as far as remakes go, this definitely ranks as one of the better ones. And finally, we have, oh boy, Chupacabra Terror. Now, as a believer in cryptozoology, I gotta say, Chupacabra is one that I'm really not sold on. I think it's just a lot of mass hysteria and bullshit. But I do believe I actually saw this movie on Sci-Fi back in the day. So let's look at this description here. Yup, it's exactly the one I saw. For centuries, the legend of the flesh-eating Chupacabra lived on, but real evidence other than small mammals torn to pieces has been absent. Until now. A brilliant, cunning zoologist, Giancarlo Esposito, manages to capture the creature and sneak it aboard a cruise ship. Wonderful idea. But the murderous thirst of his prize catch cannot be quenched, and as the cruise becomes a ship of death, the captain, John Rhys Davies, otherwise known as Gimli from Lord of the Rings, even though to me he will always be the Mentat from the cutscenes in the 90s PC Doom game. Anyhow, He summons a heroic U.S. Marshal, Dylan Neal, to save them, but weapons will not be enough to destroy the Chupacabra. They won't even come close. Of course not, they're going to end up blowing up the ship. Oh, did I just give that away? But yes, I did see this on Sci-Fi quite a long time ago. I recall it being your typical Sci-Fi made-for-TV fare, but certainly everyone involved tried their best. So this has been my monthly horror pack unboxing. I will, as always, link them in the description. Feel free to check them out. It is a good service. This month was pretty on spot, I think. You know, just a lot of really interesting picks. Even if I've seen most of them already, I still appreciate it. Physical media being so much harder to come by these days, and it's only going to get worse. So please, by all means, stay tuned and join me for my upcoming Shark Week festivities. As always, eat, drink, and be scary, and enjoy.